I want to give you an examination of CPE. I have a lot of material on it. CPE reading, in fact, is very much close to the reading of PTE. So you can actually take our lab and get some material for the CPE for reading in order to improve for that. And we can be very much identicalities between CPE reading and PTE reading, because PTE reading is probably based on grammar and contextual understanding of the text. Okay, the next thing, which is the part of oral fluency, I was talking about the stress pattern, emphasis, and the particular pauses. And I want to ask students that oral fluency focuses on delivery, that how would you like to speak very well, without any pauses, without any time lags, without any hesitations, without any informulated stop and fumbles or something like that. We should not be in your conversations. And do not try to be fast, in fact, in front of the machine, because algorithm will present you as a human examiner, and you probably believe that this is something we can be just fooled to the machine. But right now, there is an impractical thought on it. Number third, that is there, content, which is a third factor, a very, very important factor, will be checked by only humans. There is no AI in this part, and that is the serious questions that only human examiner will evaluate that. There is some kind of help in front of the examiner, because these two things can be monitored by both with humans and AI. But content should not be with the AI. Content will be presented by your examiner only. And content focus on two things. The content focus on two things. Number one, relevancy plus originality. Yes. Now, you're speaking in front of the AI or a human examiner. They will check. Human only focus on this content as solidly. This is an important factor. Before 1st November 2024, this was being only monitored by AI, and I've experienced a lot of good results for the students that AI can be fooled by many students of intelligent. But at this moment, there is no part of contribution of AI. Only human examiner evaluates your content, and content means the answers which you're speaking in front of the machine, so they should be relevant. There should be originality. I'll explain to you what is meant by word relevancy. In relevancy, I want to say that you are not off the topic. For example, machine actually asks the questions to you that how's the weather today? And you're saying that there are different kind of weathers in my country, summer, winter, and something like that. So examiner will give you the 0 marks for that. You're speaking very well, but you are irrelevant. You're off the topic. Question has been given to you that how do you consider about your job? Well, in my country, a lot of people do different jobs. Psychologists work with the professions of the psychology, and the accountants can work with accountancy. Examiner will give you the 0 marks for that. 0 marks for that, because you're off the topic. There's no relevancy, in fact, has been observed in here. So relevancy means that you're not off the topic. You should be in the topic. You have to give the answers accordingly. And the two things which I want to will be highly discouraged is a memorized sentence. Either I'm talking about describing image or retell the lectures, or probably you're summarizing the statement. Interesting thing that the content of read aloud is different. The content of understanding of your repeat the sentence, and the content of describe image is completely different from the content of retell the lectures, and the content of your summarizing the statement is completely different from different contents. So we actually have focused on these observations that most of the time the students are getting low marks not with this due to these two things. Their pronunciation is very accurate. Their oral fluency was really marvelous, but the content was not relevant, and you lost your scores over here. Because AI has the tremendous observations to understand your automated system. Either this is true or this is a false. AI can decide between that. But human actually, that it has a more significant capability. It can explain to you that if there is a black, it does not mean a white. If something is not a day, it should be a night. For example, this is a kind of situation of automations of either true or false. Either it can give you marks or not for that. But for human examiner, that the third situations can be observed very critically, and that's why I want to recommend that memorized sentences should not be in your statements. Do not start your, for example, you've been given an image. You can say that.